Order filled.
All right, in there, like the higher time frame displacement, higher time frame closes. Flipped bullish, targeting all-time highs. All right, went break even relatively quickly, closing above the internal high that we put in before my limit order got filled. At this point, we should go take all-time highs, and if not, it's like if we came down and rebalanced to this 5-minute gap and then got bullish reactions from there, I could re-enter. So there's no reason not to go break even there. There's no reason not to be break even right now. Entered because of this 15-minute candle close above the internal high. Really liked that. Inverted this 5-minute gap, displaced on the 5-minute. 1 hour wicked all the way down and closed bullish, so super bullish candle close, and then we still have all-time highs above. Look at these two graphs behind me. The one on the left, that's Meta. In October 2021, Mark Zuckerberg walks on stage and bets his entire company on the metaverse. One vision, one partner, one narrative. But the market didn't like this, and their stock proceeded to fall 77% from its all-time highs. Currently on a school meeting, we got a presentation later today. If we hit TP here, it's a good sign that I'm going to kill it. But just rehearsed back there. I may or may not put that in the long-form video. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully we can hit TP here.
News outlets were running two stories.
That is not a good 5-minute candle close. Not looking too good.
Order filled.
All right, break even. All right, break even there, as you saw. Gonna go ahead and wrap this video up because I'm not gonna be able to take another trade. It's also almost 11 a.m. New York time. So didn't do a daily bias pre-market, but did take the trade, recorded the live trade entry there. So obviously, or not obviously, but coming into the day, we'll go over the daily bias real quick. Would love to see shorts if we expand lower after sweeping all-time highs. That's the lowest probability trade to me because we'd already swept out previous all-time highs yesterday. Or previous all-time highs here. We then came back up pre-market and swept out that high resistance high that was then put in an SMT. Just high resistance liquidity up here. And then we put in an SMT, and we had decent stacked lows to target to the downside. Wanting to see us expand lower, kind of retrace, attack this sell side liquidity. So that was my main bias for the day, but obviously I ended up taking a long, right? So off market open, we open up here, and it looks like we're gonna start to maybe potentially expand lower, and then we kind of stall out, and the 15-minute closes and wicks back up. And the next 15-minute candle opens and closes above the market open wick. And then I go to the 1 hour chart and I see that this 1 hour candle came all the way down and closed higher. And so that's a very bullish rejection as well. Then I go to the 5-minute and I notice that, okay, we had this original move down. We then inverted the bearish gap. And then this 5-minute candle closed and displaced higher above, once again, this internal high, internal wick that was put in pre-market, or put in on the first candle of market open. And I actually wasn't paying attention. I had like this line marked out. I was like, okay, if we close above that on the 5-minute, when this 5-minute closes, it's also the 15-minute candle close. If we close above that, then I'm good to enter. And I was kind of just like looking down at my phone, not paying attention, and we kind of shot up and closed above it. So I was like, oh shoot. Let me go ahead and enter, or place a limit order to enter. and I placed a limit order right here, waited for a retrace, and I essentially bottom ticked this move. Like, it would have been very sexy if it had ran to TP, because it pretty much bottom ticked it for a limit order here for about a 1.2 RR. And then once we came back up past this internal high here, I think I talked about this in the live recording. Went and break even after we came back up and closed above that internal high, wanting to see us continue higher to the all-time highs, but ultimately that ended up stalling out, failing, and getting stopped at break even. So break even on the day. And I just made a TikTok about this, but the reason I think taking a long here was fine as long as you understand what you're longing towards, right? Because the reason this failed to play out is because this high was very high resistance liquidity. What do I mean by that is the fact that we've come up, taken all-time highs, we then retraced, came up, and first of all, this was a wick out of all-time highs. We came back down, retraced, and then wicked out this high again, right? Wicked it out pre-market. And so we're essentially targeting, yes, it's all-time highs, but we're essentially targeting this rejection wick that's already rejected in this area in price multiple times. So there's a lot of so this becomes high resistance liquidity. And so you can't really expect the market to move towards it efficiently, which is why I wanted to originally see shorts off market open, but obviously shorts weren't presented right. We ended up displacing higher and going higher. I'm like, okay, my original bias was short. We're flipping higher. I have good reasons to take a long. Yes, it is all-time highs. Let me slap on risk. Like, it was a valid trade that I was willing to put risk on, but also a trade that obviously you need to go break even here because of the reasons I just stated, because of knowing that it's high resistance liquidity. And there was a moment there where I thought we were going to deliver. When this candle was fully forming, I thought we were going to fully deliver. Ultimately, ended up failing and stopping at break even. But that's the reason why this trade didn't play out. It's just because this is a high resistance liquidity at this point in time. So that's the only trade I saw this morning. Like I said, was potentially looking to go short. This initial move down failed, flipped higher. Was hoping we'd just kind of continue lower because these are some decent stacked lows here, and then we have a daily fair value gap down here. So it makes a lot of sense to retrace here, especially after SMT is at the highs, wicking out all-time highs. So it made sense, but we didn't get that. Took a long, got break even, and it is what it is. So it was a good trade, good day of mitigating risk. And as you can see, I put these streamer mode on, not to like block anything, but like you can see the P&L's break even, but just for my mental clarity, I want to solely just focus on the executions. Focus on the executions. I don't even want to look at the current account balance or P&L right now. And today was a good day at the executions. Although the trade didn't play out, it was a good job of executing, right? Identifying where where I was willing to go long at. If price does this, then I'll go long. That happened. I waited for a retrace to get a good RR on the trade, and I went break even in a good spot. That ultimately looks like it's going to protect me from a loss here. So it was a good day of executions, even though the P&L is break even. As long as you keep stacking good days of executions and doing exactly what you need to be doing, the P&L will eventually follow. So that's the trade recap. Let me know if you guys took a trade or not today. Like I said, I know a couple people in the free Discord did take longs. If you want to join the free Discord, it is the first link in the description. And I'm pretty sure everyone got break even on them. So that's pretty fire. Good trade management there. And then yeah, code FST if you want to support me and get the best deal on any of your favorite prop firms, Tradeify, Lucid, Alpha Futures, Apex. Code FST will get you the best deal on whatever your favorite prop firm is. And I would really appreciate the support. It would mean a lot to me. So, and as you can see, this would have gotten stopped out. So there was never any question about going break even here, but just wanted to put that out there. So that's the trade recap. I will see y'all tomorrow in tomorrow's market recap. Peace.